You know, I like Daniel Day-Lewis. Why would I like Gilbert Gottfried?
They're the same type.
He is not very manly. He's not a very, I prefer, what's his name? Ron, that's another friend of Amy's. He's a really nice guy.
I see.
You had him on the show. Ron, what's his name? Ron Zimmerman. Yeah. He would never make a joke about the Holocaust. Never. In his lifetime. He's better looking than Gilbert.
So I guess you've been rejected by another woman. Your sense of humor didn't go over with her.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Did you know you were bombing this bad while you were in the room?
That's nothing. Gilbert's bombed in front of millions of people. Gilbert once went out, and he was working this is the best Gilbert story. He was working a Belinda Carlisle concert. He was actually hired. He was hired to be the opening act.
For the Go-Go's?
Yeah. And he goes out there, and it's all teenage girls. And, you can't talk to them. They're all screaming for the Go-Go's. Gilbert gets upset.
And they warned me. They said there's going to be teenage girls here and their mothers.
Right. So Gilbert, you got to admit, Gilbert's got balls. He went out and he assessed the situation and starts doing vagina jokes. 2 seconds in, and I mean really crass vagina jokes. And they pulled him off. They actually gave him the hook. They dragged him off the stage.
Howard?
So ma'am, you think you bother Gilbert?
Howard,
what?
He could make any joke about anything, about my thighs, about my breasts, about my ass.
Well, you can't decide what he's going to joke
the
about.
Holocaust. I mean, to get such a subject where my parents were suffering and going through hell.
What is that, Gilbert?
No, here she's going in for sympathy from you now.
No, I'm not. Howard, I don't want any sympathy from Howard. I think Howard is a genius.
Man, maybe it's like, maybe this is like,
a loser.
Well, maybe you don't have to go around broadcasting your pain to everybody, especially to someone who's like Gilbert.
Howard, I could cry every day about it.
Of course.
I just wanted to let you know that it's hurtful sometimes,
All right.
Well, if you don't tell people, they can't make fun of it.
Right.
Well, I will still do it.
And why would you tell Gilbert in a business situation?
You're looking at Gilbert.
Him back. There was nothing else to talk about. He was sitting there like...
There's nothing else to talk about besides the Holocaust?
Well, he asked me, where you from? And, we had a conversation.
Right.
And,
you start out talking about the weather, and then you talk about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
Jump right into it.
Gilbert, you're very tasteless, and all the Jewish people are boycotting you. I don't want boycott because that's not my style. But I'm just saying that I'm happy just to talk to Howard after 5 years listening to him.
Very good.
And you're great, Howard, and I wish you would always be on the air.
So I'm great and Gilbert stinks, right?
Pardon?
I'm great and Gilbert stinks.
Do you realize
Oh, you are great, but
Thank
even
you.
with a small penis, Howard.
Thank you.
I don't even believe that story.
Wait, hold on. Do you realize that you just used the Holocaust to get to talk to Howard?
No,
Your parents were in the camps, and you're using the Holocaust.
Well, at least it's for a good cause that I could talk to Howard. Yes, that was for a good cause.
All right. Well, Gilbert.
Thank you, Howard. I love you, and stay on the air forever and make me laugh forever.
Thank you, darling.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait, the Germans
I love you, Howard, and I hate you, Gilbert. You're going to rot in hell with Hitler.
Gilbert says
Both of you.
Gilbert says that there are Germans knocking on your door right now. The Nazis. All right.
Howard,
I love you, Howard, but there are stormtroopers knocking on my door right now.
All right. Hey, Gilbert, why did you say Anne Frank was a pig? I heard you say that. All right. Very good.
And he's not only...
Well, I meant before she lost.
Not only is he a loser, but he's a cheap loser. That's
right.
Sad.
All right, Gilbert, you're a cheap loser. Okay.
And stop making jokes to 10-year-old girls. Stop making dirty jokes to 10-year-old girls.
Gilbert.
He made a dirty joke to a 10-year-old girl?
Dirty. Oh, Howard, if the names, I couldn't use these names.
Gilbert, really?
Oh, my God, what he said.
What is that, to Amy Heckerling's daughter?
She is the most... I take care of her. She's the most unbelievable child in the world, Howard. She is like she has a sense of humor like you're unbelievable.
Does she make fun of the Holocaust?
Yeah, no, ever. But she makes fun of Gilbert. She says, Gilbert, you wipe your ass, but then you use the same toilet paper because you're so cheap.
Really?
Yeah. She's great. I love her.
She said that to Gilbert?
Did Gilbert hit on her?
And Gilbert just stays here and laughs.
Gilbert, you're keeping pretty fancy company, Amy Heckerling.
Oh, yes. And her daughter.
Amy is the greatest woman. You are just probably in love with her forever. And she is smart and great. You think she would be with a loser like you?
No, Gilbert wants to go out with her daughter. He's not into Amy.
I would like your job so I could wash her daughter every day.
Do you get to wash her daughter every night?
No,
You don't?
she
Gilbert?
takes a shower, but she's a great kid.
Gilbert help her with
I'm
it?
not a pervert, Howard. I'm not a pervert.
Gilbert is.
I'm a normal person.
Gilbert, Gilbert, what job do you want?
I would like the job washing Amy's daughter.
He's like, oh, God. Oh, he's so jealous.
Well, Gilbert only wants her daughter because she doesn't have a son. I would like to wash her son, but she doesn't have a son.
Okay, I'll take a daughter.
Gilbert, why did you go into comedy? Why didn't you go into, like, child care and taking care of young children?
Wouldn't you make the greatest nanny?
Yeah, The Nanny, starring Gilbert Gottfried.
Well, I'd like to take care of little kids because I want to give something back to the community.
What a great TV show. Gilbert, like, goes and knocks on the door. He wants to be the nanny, like Fran Drescher.
Right, yeah.
But he turns on the first couple of jobs because the children aren't young enough. And then he finally gets a job changing, like, a young boy's diaper.
Yeah, he needs kids that can't talk.
Yeah. It could be Dennis Miller's son you go after. You got to work for him.
Has her daughter done anything bad lately? Does she need a spanking? Can she sit on my lap while you tell her about the Holocaust?
Oh, dear.
Ma'am, you there?
He's a loser.
Right.
I just can't imagine if she was like this in the car and Gilbert's going rat-a-tat-tat with the Holocaust.
Is this how Gilbert was?
He made so many more jokes I can't even remember, about cows, dogs, always Heil Hitler, and all. Every moment, everything I said.
Gilbert has a Hitler fetish. Gilbert has a Hitler fetish.
Everything I said, he went back to the Holocaust. And Howard, he ate the food like he was really a survivor. That's how he ate the food in Amy's house.
It's free food.
He freshed up that plate, he licked it up because it was for no money. He didn't have to pay.
He's a monkey.
I'd like to watch Amy's daughter while watching Schindler's List.
He was jealous.
I'd like to fondle her daughter while...
Gilbert, what did you eat at Amy's house?
Well, let's see. It's like German officers brought out most of the food. And it was just basically
Ma'am, all you were supposed to do is drive Gilbert back to his hotel, and you're busy filling him with Holocaust stories.
Well, you know what I think, Howard? Actually, I do think he's funny sometimes if he doesn't talk about the Holocaust. But, I mean, if you have you have a lot of Jewish listeners.
Well, you can't decide what Gilbert's going to be funny about. That's what's great about Gilbert.
Yeah, that's why he's an artist. He has to do what he feels.
Right, aren't you? And you know what happened? The only reason Gilbert ate that much that day is because Holocaust stories make him hungry. You're the one who made him hungry.
Thinking about your parents in Auschwitz, it just made me...
They were not in Auschwitz, you idiot.
I'm sorry.
My father was in Dachau.
Well,
I want to see you weighing 80 pounds.
He does.
Yeah. Hey, in that case, I apologize. They had the wrong camp.
Oh, God. I cannot believe it.
I'm sorry. Was it your boy?
Yeah, this isn't good.